Hi, welcome to my kitchen. Hi everybody. I am a little out of practice with my video camera, so bear with me. This is how to make pizza, and I put on the table here everything that we need to get started, and we'll do it in little increments here. Need some active dry yeast, some measuring spoons, a bowl, not a big bowl, but not a little bowl, just medium, tomato paste, and diced tomatoes to make the sauce, preferably organic. A couple measuring cups. I like a bigger one for the flour. You'll need about 3 cups of flour, and a smaller one for about 1 cup of warm water. Flour, little bit of salt, little tiny bit of sugar, preferably real cane sugar and not genetically modified beet sugar, which is often what you buy and you don't even know you're buying it. This particular pizza is just going to be a garlic and chicken pizza. This is veggie chicken patties. I just use 1 or 2 of them in my pizza. Morningstar Farms, halfway decent chicken patties, little tiny bit of olive oil, and can opener, and okay, hello again. I went ahead and put my 1 tablespoon of active dry yeast in the bowl and my 1 teaspoon of sugar, and I'm going to add a half a cup of warm water and stir it up really well. Just a half a cup. You're going to use the other half cup of water for the dough when you're working on it. Right now we just want the little yeasties to get all happy in the bowl. So we're mixing up the yeast, the 1 tablespoon of yeast, the 1 teaspoon of sugar, and the half a cup of warm water. Stir it up so it gets nice and dissolved. And I think I forgot to mention something that's important to me. You can always use a cookie sheet or whatever you have, but I prefer this wonderful pizza stone. It's by the Pampered Chef Family Heritage. It says stoneware. Pizza stone. It's a wonderful thing, and I'm going to go ahead and let this yeast and sugar mixture sit for 10 minutes. That's all the time you need. It should get nice and frothy during that 10 minutes. And I'm going to preheat the oven, and I am going to cook my veggie chicken patty, and I'm going to chop up some garlic, and I'll see you in a little while. Okay, the oven and a pizza stone are preheating to 450 degrees. I have put the tomatoes, diced tomatoes, and the tomato paste in a pot, and I have heated it up, but we'll get to that in a second. The yeast concoction is getting nice and frothy here. It's been about 5 or 10 minutes. I'm just going to stir it up a little bit. I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of olive oil. Now that it is frothy, 2 tablespoons of olive oil, and let's see what else goes in here. I think that'll do it. I think I forgot to mention that we do need some cheese for the pizza, so I have some lovely mozzarella cheese here. And for the topping, a secret that I've figured out by myself is when the pizza is almost ready to go in the oven, sprinkle a small amount of feta cheese on top. Even if you don't like feta, it blends in and it gives it a nice little tangy extra flavor that people say, what is that? I've chopped up my garlic here, and I'm going to try to turn the camera around to my stovetop and get it so that we're focused on the sauce. I like to add, of course, some salt and pepper to the sauce. Salt and pepper, and maybe a tiny bit of red pepper flakes, if you like that. If you don't, leave it out. A little tiny bit of garlic powder that does not come from China. You need to look for garlic powder that's made in the USA, which is not always easy to find, believe it or not. I don't even care if it's organic or not. If it comes from China, I don't buy it, because they're not careful with their food things. Here is some oregano, very important, and we're going to add a little more oregano once we get the pizza just about ready to go in the oven. Okay, so here is the lovely sauce. Yeah, and I have already cooked the veggie chicken, so and chopped it up, so that's all ready to go. The oven is still preheating. I'm going to take the pizza stone, which is warmed up now, out so it's ready to use when we're ready with our dough. Okay, bear with me a minute here as I turn back around. We're going to focus on the dough. So here is my flour. We're just going to put a teaspoon of salt. I like to just mix it in with the flour. You can do whatever you like with it. Teaspoon of salt. At the moment, to start the dough, it's easy. It's much easier than a lot of people think, including me. We're just going to put 2 cups of this flour, mix that in with the dough, and save a cup or so out for when we're kneading the dough. This is so easy, so much easier than my past experiences with pizza dough. Add the extra half a cup of warm water at this point and just stir it around with your yeast mixture and your flour till it gets nice and mixed in. Okay, it's starting to mix together beautifully. And now we can add the rest of the flour and start to knead this combination. Remember, we added 2 tablespoons of olive oil to it. Now we're getting somewhere. It's starting to hold together enough that we can punch it and knead it and mix it up and make it nice and smooth. This just takes a few minutes, and I'm going to turn the camera off for a minute and let this sit for about 10 minutes once it's nicely mixed together. It needs to rise, but just for 10 minutes. You don't have to spend all day making this pizza crust. It's very fast, very delicious, a lot less expensive than frozen or ready-made pizza crusts, which happen to have what they call food-grade plastic in it. Okay, they add plastic because they think it makes the dough more flexible and easier to use. So I'd rather not have plastic in my pizza. Thank you. Okay, I'm going to turn the camera off. We're going to let this sit here in a nice warm spot. Okay, 10 minutes has passed, only 10 minutes, and our dough has risen just a little bit. It doesn't need to rise a lot. So we're gonna pick it up now. I'm gonna have to fiddle with the camera a little bit to figure out how to do this, so I hope I don't make anybody dizzy. The dough needs to be stretched out now, and no, I do not know how to toss pizza dough, but I do know how to kind of put it on my hand and give it a little tug carefully. Hopefully I won't make any holes in it, and stretch it. This is actually very easy to do, and I like to try to get a little flour on it so that it doesn't stick to my hands. Give it a little stretch, and then when it gets to a certain point, you can kind of let it pull on itself carefully by holding on to the edge and rotating it, and a little more stretching. Before you know it, you have a pizza-sized piece of dough. And this is so wonderful. It's so much better than any of the prepared crusts that I have used, and it tastes delicious. And you can use your organic flour if you prefer, which I do. And we're getting it stretched almost to the point where I can put it on the heated up pizza stone that I have. Yeah, I think we're almost there. What do you think? Looks pretty good. Okay, I'm going to bring it over to the stone and turn my camera and give it a little more tugging, a little more stretching. This stone is pretty hot. The oven is preheated to 450. Now you can kind of push it out. No, there is no oil on this pizza stone. It's just the way it is. It's very well seasoned. If you put this on a cookie sheet, you might want to put a little oil. I don't know. Okay, so here is our wonderful sauce. I'm only going to use, by the way, about half of this, and the other half I keep in a pint-sized mason jar in my fridge, and then it's ready to make a pizza tomorrow. So I make one pizza with half of the sauce. You don't really need a whole lot of sauce to make a great pizza. Okay, and now we do the beautiful cheeses. This would be maybe about 2 cups of mozzarella. You can use more or less. Or you can try other cheeses. Cheddar cheese works great. Feta cheese works great. Whole different idea for pizza is to use pesto, and we'll save that for maybe another video. Okay, so here's this mozzarella. Here is the chicken, veggie chicken, stressing veggie chicken. You can use other ingredients, obviously, but I happen to like this. This is just one Morningstar Farms griller, chicken griller, and it's delicious. And here is the chopped up garlic. Just sprinkle that around. Kills germs in your body. Very important. Tastes delicious. Okay. Sprinkle a little extra oregano, because I'm sort of an oregano freak. A little extra. And little salt. A little extra salt.